welcome to another episode of Speak to My Heart. Today, you guys, I have my very special friend, sister, where I met her on the TikTok family. Shout out to the TikTok family, you guys. Her name is Miss Divine Waters and Ginger the puppy, who's not there today. Inside. But this is a very special weekend one because it is Virgo season. And tomorrow is her solo return day, but this is her solo return weekend. Because in 4 days, yeah, 5 days, it's my solo return day. So I'm super excited. Yay, yay.
On party. Come on, come on, come on. Hey,
Hey. How you doing, Miss Texas?
Miss Texas. But I'm doing fabulous, darling. How are you doing?
What's funny for me is that she wasn't ready for the Miss Texas. All because that heat, you blowing it over here to Oregon. It's gonna be hundreds for the next couple of days. But you already know.
I mean, it's been hot, but it's actually cooled down. It's like in the 80s ish for a couple of days now, so it's cooling down. You know,
Mm, it's hundreds over here. It's not so bad until it's like 5 or 6 o'clock, where it's over here like
does it cool
what?
down at all?
Yeah. And then our topic today is power of preservation. She thought she get it out, so she ain't getting out nothing. Okay, so what I did is so we all be on the same page with preservation, which is protecting and carrying forward what is sacred, whether that's your identity, culture, body, spirit, or community wisdom, the wisdom that you learn along the way, and the wisdom that you learn in the presence of you now. Before we get started, Miss Divine Waters, can you introduce yourself and share one part of your daily routine that you guard like it's the national treasure that you got to?
Okay. Peace and greetings, everyone. My name is Divine Waters. I am the owner and creator of Divine Waters Fine Metaphysical Jewelry. Um, I've been in the game for about 12 years. I just started creating and dealing with crystals and copper in January of this year. I'm hooked. It's it's what's up. I love crystals and copper because we are crystals and copper already. So we're just a little deficient, and we all need to, come up on our crystal awareness and stuff, especially as indigenous folk. So I came
Mm,
up with it. I
you
like
better
fine jewelry, and we gonna wear it, and we gonna get healed at the same time. Now, the thing that I guard is my yoga and my meditation in the morning. I have to have it. Every time I try to skip it, it's not worth it. So that's something that I guard every day.
you said yoga?
I say yoga and meditation, which includes being having much gratitude, you know, to mama and spirit for just being what we are and who we are. So I guard it. Mhm.
Oh, that was a little intimate too, because I felt that. Because it did say basically protecting and carrying forward what is sacred. So it's like, what's sacred? What's sacred to you? What's sacred? Sacred looks like something I'm putting in a box. I should have brought the little treasure box I have. It ain't colored yet. Putting it in there, putting the lock with it, and I'm holding the key, and nobody's gonna go to it but me and get it. I love that for you because we know we've been on this journey since December, kind of January, the beginning of this year. And
Yeah.
where we're at right now is like so right, divine. timing. Where did you get, how did you come with the name Divine Waters? Because I don't like when people be like, why did you change your name? She never changed her name. That is her name. She had to remember.
Well, I am absolutely and have always been infatuated with live bodies of water. I love water. Copper agrees. Just heard that. I love water. And I've always just been attracted. So through all my journeys and trials and tribulations, I've always been connected to water. Um, live sources of water, beaches, oceans, back rivers, basins, maybe not swamps. But anyway, um, there came a point in my life when I came into the knowledge of self, had wisdom of self, and divine feminine, you know. So it just, I awoke with it. Divine waters.
Oh,
Pretty simple.
and a lot of people really need to do their part where it's like experiencing what you like deeper. A lot of times we don't go deeper with ourselves. And I love water. She know I like the water. So when I'm talking about deeper, if you got to go in the deep part of the water to see really you, to see what you made of. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was that experience for yourself when you had to like, okay, I gotta take off the life jacket. I gotta just jump out the boat that can't carry me no more and really dive into divine waters on water.
Uh, I have never had a life jacket on, to be clear. To be clear with you. From 6 months, I've been diving in that water, just full blast, just period. I've always just dove right in. I'm the person that, should I do it all by myself? Just jump. Oh, well, hell, we jump now, so let's see how we gonna land. Like, that's me, because I'm just already a bold type of person. Um, I guess what a lot of people don't know is that I have actually run my own business for about 10 years. It was doing something else. It was still in creation of jewelry and, accessories and stuff like that. But so I've always been that way. And what a lot of people don't know is I came into that probably through trauma. I was
Mm.
already artsy, you know what I mean? I've always been artsy and into, creating things and just figuring stuff out, even nerdy, techie kind of way as well. So I've always been that type of person. My last businesses were all just created off of trauma. I just took every piece of trauma that was coming my way and I transmuted it into gold, I guess, as you might say. And by doing that, I was creating therapy. It was in crochet. I was crocheting thread, literal thread. And crochet
Mm.
by itself is already a therapeutic action. So I was healing myself there while I'm going through this trauma. I'm just like, oh, she always crocheting. Whatever, shut up. Yep, I'm always crocheting. I'm keeping my sanity right now. I'm crocheting. The things I was creating, people were like, oh, can we buy that? If
I
you want
mean,
to, why not? And I love to see people smiling. So I love to see people smiling. If I made you something and you really are like, it makes you feel good, like, it really connects with you. And I wait for that smile, and that's my thing. So that just helped heal on top of everything, you know. So there you go. I always have been that way, and that was my old business. And this particular part in the journey of my life is like awakening, crowning, realizing, and everything that I've learned and everything that I've done and everything that I've been through, it started to transmute into these crystals, and it's copper. And so again, while I'm healing from the same trauma, times 10 at this point, I'm now not just healing with a therapeutic method of crochet, but actual copper and crystals, which are natural healing things for us already. So I'm
Supreme.
creating for people and I'm healing at the same time, just touching.
That is. So I don't. I'm gonna flip this question because if you answered it,
Yeah.
but I already know that you believe that each piece of your jewelry carries its own spirit or story. What story would you want in your jewelry that reflects divine waters?
A story. Well, a story of self healing, self rejuvenation, and
Mm,
just
mm,
ascension. Just ascension. Because
yeah.
as your body comes back into ease and back into what you're supposed to do, you you just keep rising. You just keep ascending spiritually. And that's pretty much what we all want to do. We want to know our purpose. We want to do our mission and we want to rise. We don't want to just stay, stagnant in this whatever we think we are in. And so my jewelry, that's the story that each piece is telling. Um, at the same time, especially with my custom work. So those pieces are based on whoever it's being created for. So if you get a
Mm,
custom buy with me, more than likely you'll get some form of consultation or energy reading or something. And we're gonna find out where your
mhm,
body needs the ease, needs some help because you already have these. You got 12 crystals in your brain. Your skin has melanin. Copper is the key component to melanin. This is why this copper is very close colored to the tones in my skin. I blend
mhm.
in kind of with the copper. It's because it's a key component in our melanin. So that person, if they get a custom read from me, their jewelry is going to be pretty much exactly what they need. It's going to
Right.
be their story.
So for me, that's like, okay, my custom piece, because I need to cool down. I needed
Oh
to,
yeah.
yeah, I needed to cool down. And with that, it made it where I had to balance. And I did not understand what you were talking about. And we know that, which was fine, which was fine. It was fine because I didn't understand. I didn't know. And now
Mm-hmm.
that I do know, that's just like when you were saying preserving the yoga, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who knows Kiana, my top number one preserve or something is when I'm in my yoga level meditation and I'm with a tree in the grass. You don't exist at that moment.
Mm.
Only thing that
I
only
was just
thing,
out there with a tree too, in the
and
grass.
I'm just being real with you, that person don't exist at the moment because of the factor
Mm-hmm.
I matter. My emotions that I need to control matter.
Mm-hmm.
My mindset that be having all these cabinets and I got to push them back in. I have to go and not just sit in the grass, but
Mm-hmm.
I got to pluck it up. No, it's just something because the Kiana,
Mm,
Kiki, the kid of me, loves the grass.
the grass is
I
better.
love to pick the grass and pick it up while I'm sitting there and mess with my feet on the grass and all of that. So when I'm in that, it makes me feel all good and silly, right?
Hmm.
What's the funniest request you've ever gotten for a custom piece?
Funny. Mm, I don't know if I've ever had a funny request that made me laugh. Mm. I've never laughed at a request.
That's right. See? And
I'm trying to think like,
it wasn't right because anything that you're creating is about the self love, the self healing, higher ascension and getting in tune. That's the one thing I do love about the pieces is that it allows you to get in tune.
mhm,
One, when you get your piece, you're going to get like, okay, we're gonna got a piece of paper like this size. It's really beautiful. So you have to get your own so you can see. Plus, your stuff comes in this box. It's this nice, beautiful see-through box that it comes in. So you don't even really have to like open it if you don't want to put it on. You can set it on with this and stare at it because energy don't lie. It's that energy through it. When I oh, I had to leave the house to go and get stuff.
starting to buzz already.
And I'm over here like, "Ugh, ugh, ugh." But the seriousness of the
Got the
beautifulness of this, yeah, is that you get to feel and embrace your own self.
hmm
Your own self. If you too hot, you too cold. Your own love of you. Sometimes the energy be put, no, Key, don't go over there. Don't, and I don't go over there. I flow wherever I need to flow with, right?
hmm You better do it. I'm telling you.
I, I love the fact that if more and more people are starting to get in tune with crystals, right?
Yeah.
What would your advice be for a person who does not know anything about crystals but is wanting to learn? What would the first thing that they need to start doing instead of diving in? This ain't where you dive in.
Yeah. Although I know that everyone needs to definitely be wearing crystals and copper and everything like that. I would just, take it slow and start with simple crystals. A clear quartz is almost perfect for anyone. That's not something that's gonna, you know, really get in on you. It's just gonna kind of look it over, what's going on, what you need. It's a one all clean all. People don't know a clear quartz seems very simple, but it's actually a pretty powerful stone by itself. It's a nice clear quartz, so it'll do everything. Um, try to I know a lot of people, and I'm not trying to like I'm not trying to like throw hate or anything like that. I know a lot of people just push crystals like, you know, whatever, and it may be because they feel like they're all kind of the same. They'll all have the same kind of uh, reaction to people.
Mhm.
But it's really not true. There is an art to crystals. You have to be careful of what crystals you're wearing together. You have to be careful possibly of just even what kind of crystal you are wearing. It may not interact with you the same way. You may not need that crystal. Some crystals people call and tell me this crystal popped off of me. This crystal just disappeared. I can't find this crystal. This crystal left me. You don't need that crystal anymore. You may need something else now, or you may need to do this or that with the remaining crystals. That's how crystals work because again, they're already in your body. So it's like if something is already full up, it's like, all right, I'm done. I just told you before the show, my necklace just
Mhm.
I have no idea where the net. Now my charm, it was Super 7, thankfully. So my charm, you know, I have that, but I really don't know where it went. And so I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna make a new necklace for myself because I guess that's that. That's all I can say. And so for people that are newbies, I wouldn't advise that you go into it like you just going into the dollar store and buying a whole bunch of crystal jewelry. And if people are peddling stuff off on you, like, get a million for $10 or something like that, you might just want to be cautious because, you don't want to get a bad taste in your mouth because not only is this jewelry, but it's healing you. So you don't want to just be like, I don't want that because it does this and that, and you have to clean it. Yes, you have to clean copper. It's pulling toxins out your body constantly. So,
Mhm.
if you go buy bare copper items, they're gonna tarnish quick because they're pulling stuff out of you. And if you person that has a toxic situation or lifestyle, it may be dirty a lot. So
Right.
be aware of what you're about to get into because a lot of people buy it, it's cute for a little bit, then it gets dirty, then they just go buy another piece. And that's not how you're supposed to be wearing crystals and copper. You know, it's something that helps your metaphysical, which is everything, spiritual and physical. And
Mm, And that's where I'm at is people need to get educated, right? And nothing's wrong with that, but you're not gonna wake up to no manual. Just to show you real quick. I gotta show my friend off real quick. Hey, that my sister.
what's that?
Just that was you.
Oh,
That was you.
where?
WhatsApp. The
Oh,
what's up. The
so
what's up. The what's up. And that what we say the what's up.
I don't say
The
that no more.
what's up.
Just joking.
What's
Oh,
up.
girl, froze up a little bit. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
No,
What
no, I'm gonna stop messing with stuff. I try to share you everywhere and make sure that you are. It's okay. I got you everywhere I want you to be at. But
Hey, you
this,
scared?
yeah, I've shared you everywhere. You are officially right now live on YouTube.
Hey, YouTube.
It
Yeah.
hurts so I have to say shout out to my sister, Divine Waters, because she has taught me a whole lot as far as like in sisters and sisterhood and the best neighborhood to be in is a sisterhood because you get that love, that validation, that correction, that whooping that you need, and that, hey girl, now what's wrong with you? You don't come over here and get in your superstar power that you supposed to be in. You over here tripping and wallowing and something. Girl, bye. They see stuff ahead of you, giving you advice also. Very supportive too. Even if that's something you shouldn't be following and doing, they might see something. So don't knock your sister, don't knock your brother either, because they are the ones who see stuff that you can't see, because you can't see behind you. Just saying. So shout out to all the sisters that are out here that are really being another light for another person. Now, next to my next question. If your boundaries were a hairstyle, what hairstyle would you choose?
If my boundaries were a hairstyle.
Yes.
I know I got a copy of your questions before.
That's why I said no. Okay, so y'all know
Okay, if my boundaries were a hairstyle, it would probably be uh at this point, twisted and pinned up.
okay. Mine would be the twisted and the finger waves when they had it when they had the hair. No, it's the hairstyle where it was concrete down, like your hair was concrete down
With the
and
bill,
with the style. They,
like the helmet had the finger wave helmet.
right, like that. You keep it straight and it ain't moved nowhere.
Turn this light off. These ladies be tripping. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna turn that out. Look, here go the other one.
That's why I'm like, let's stop.
It don't. I don't even. That's not even light. That's sunlight. I don't have. There's no light. See, there's no light on at all.
That's why I don't move. And
It's
stay,
just.
stay
Whew.
somewhere.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna have,
No, we ain't gonna apologize because
it's just.
frequency,
It's just,
frequency.
just in case they like, God damn, why is it so bright? Look, I'm just bright. Apparently, I'm trying to push it, but it's.
If your joy were food, what would you put it in to preserve it?
If my joy were fruit, what would I put in it to preserve the joy of the fruit?
Ooh.
Lime juice.
We're gonna use these things, you guys. Okay, so next question. How do you see your jewelry as part of preserving both beauty and healing for men and women? Because men and women buy the jewelry.
Oh, I would say that it's simple. Naturally, it's beautiful. However, it comes. I tend to use the stones as raw, as possible. Now, sometimes I'll use something that's not as raw, but the beauty of the stone is just within it. Even if it's not raw, you look into it and it's just already there. It's just a natural thing. Also, the healing that comes from these stones is a natural thing. Um, so just preserving it for me is just, to wear it, preserving our history. Like when people said they came over here, we was decked out in what they thought to be gold and gems and stuff. And it was, but it was copper and gems. And we were just decked out in it, just looking extremely as royal as we are. I mean, it's a simple stone. But I bet
Right.
you this was in a picture of a empress or something, just the shape, yeah, you know what I mean? Just it's already a beautiful thing just naturally. These are just two natural items that together or even separately are just automatically beautiful and heal. You can just have a piece of just copper with nothing on it, and it's still healing you. It's still helping your blood flow and circulate it, and it looks nice. Do you see what I'm saying? Just naturally. So, to preserve it is just to allow, spirit to take over and just give me this blissful creation process. And I just allow it to flow. And that's how I preserve it.
What
Mm.
got you really started in the copper and the crystals?
Well, I just found them crystals amazing. But I used to pick up a lot of rocks and stuff, and I'd be like, "What's this little shiny stuff?" And I would find out that a lot of the rocks that we think are just rocks and stuff actually have all these crystals. They're just laying around, everywhere. And I was like, these are nice. Now, as far as copper, um, actually, when I was in like a construction situation building our house, um, there was a piece of property that we had that had a garage on it, and it had all these like copper wires and stuff. And we was like, "Ooh, we got to clean this up." So we took the copper, and then we was like, "Oh, we could take this copper instead of throwing it away. You can strip it. You can take it to like a one of them places that give you some money for the copper, right?" So it was like, "Hey, we got all this copper. Let's strip the copper, strip the copper, strip the copper." So we stripping all this copper and stuff. So I already told you, you just touching on copper. Copper is more beneficial to us as melanated beings than it is for electricity.
Mm-hmm.
You use it to conduct currents of electricity, even as strong as lightning, but it's more beneficial to us. So as we're touching this and dealing with this copper, it's poking us and blood coming up because you're getting all poked and scratched with all these little wires and stuff. You just touching it and touching, it's absorbing into your skin. So it was already getting me hooked from there. I just didn't have any idea. Then while we were in waiting of taking, you got to get a certain amount before you can take it. You start playing around with it, put it on like a little bracelet or something. Like, ooh, this is fun. Actually, let me see. That's the copper. Now, the crystals. Is this a PG show?
So would you say that majority
No, I asked
of,
you a question.
you said what now?
I said, is this a PG show? Like this is on
Oh,
YouTube?
not going never PG. This is Big My Heart and Speak Your Truth and stand on that, girl. I have to say that every show. No, this is where you speak your truth. This is where you.
Yeah. So anyway, my current husband had a second wife, and she actually brought like lots of crystals to us, and we just started getting infatuated with these crystals. Then at this point, and so in the construction project, we had the crystals and the copper now all together. So after learning so much about certain crystals and how they actually heal and things like that, that's how I already was in the knowledge. And that was probably fully by 2022, maybe. However, at that time, again, I was in construction, so I wasn't into trying to create jewelry or anything like that at the moment. So now on this part of my journey, I just had the crystals already. Thanks, ex Coco. And
I'm looking like it's like a whole kid. I went and got me some
I mean,
crystals.
that's how the truth of it started. I already had all these crystals, and I learned how to make sure they were clean and actually take them out because we were just buying all of us together. We were just building crystals. We had all these crystals, and so I'm here now with all these crystals by myself, and I'm like, I got these crystals, and again, I'm going through this healing. And when I'm saying I'm by myself, that means we all know what that means. So I'm going through this healing, and I have all these crystals, and I'm like, I have all this jewelry, and I'm like, girl, you need to get back to your thing. Like I said, I used to create, custom crochet jewelry, things like that. So I said, I got all this stuff. Let me just get myself back to, making that stuff. Crochet takes much longer with the materials that I use than with what I can make with the crystals. So I was like, let me go dig up in these crystals and look around, and I did, and once I started playing with it, it was a wrap after that. So
And the rest is we're now with Ms. Divine Waters, CEO, head in charge. Hello, I am the entrepreneur and boss lady of my own copper jewelry business. And I couldn't even be more proud because I've always wanted some copper jewelry, and I love crystals and seashells, and I mean, really love seashells. Which that's my next divine, where what you already know, the seashells and okay, we know that that's next. But for right now, you guys, the beautifulness of this is that you can get closer to yourself. Honestly, if you don't remember, just purchase a crystal. The crystal itself will speak to you because you are a crystal. She just told us that. So it's like, when are you gonna actually start your own self-healing? Because it starts with you and I put that in there. Self-healing starts with you being you. If I'm being me, meaning I'm into myself, what are the things that you need to be into that needs to grow with you? You need to grow with it. You need to become. If you like water, well, go to the water and find out. Just saying, if you like water, take yourself to some water somewhere where I'm not by the water. Turn the water on in the sink and just stand there. See, this is what real meditation is going to look like. You're not going to say nothing. You're going to turn it on. You wonder what's going on. When you turn it on and you actually be still and be quiet and be honest with what you're starting learning about yourself. Oh, I do like this. Oh, I am like that. Oh, I do be doing that. Oh, I don't be being all myself. It's like as if you get this who you are and who you're not coming to life within yourself. Like all that light over there with her, right?
Girl, look, now I want to act like it ain't gonna be lighting up and stuff. Okay. Okay.
What's your emergency preservation move?
That's top,
Everybody. Huh?
that's top secret.
Okay. We'll leave that there. What you drinking on? We went to the old Asian market and got her little set, got herself some stuff and set it up.
This came from Amazon, and this is just water.
Mm-hmm. Let me find out.
If it was anything else and I drank it that quick, y'all, I would have a problem. No, this is just water that I spoke positive life into and healing into.
Oh, I'm
Hey,
with
you know,
you.
Virgo, hello. Blue.
I would too. That's the Virgo thing. You done left me out with mine at.
You know, we got little we something else. We like stuff. Nice things, shiny things. They ain't gotta be expensive, but
Oh, shiny thing. Probably cost 50 cents. Like, oh, that's shiny. That's sparkly. And a lot of times, people don't realize light, which is you, attracts light. Light attracts light.
exactly.
Without making that so bigger, and it's not. It's so simple. If I turn on the flashlight, um, I'm still light. I still got light going on. You still see me. I shine when it's dark. It is a little dark in here. But I turn this on so it's much brighter, right? Then I'm still bright because you are that light. You are your own essence. And when you start experiencing you, this is how you going to be able to experience the crystal that's happening for you to grow. It took me a whole month to balance. After it took the crystals almost a whole month to get to me.
Girl, don't even. Where's the bracelet?
Oh, that's in my purse because I can't wear it with my client. I don't want to. I don't want to tear no skin or anything because it's kind of big and I go up under the arms every day. So I take it off so I can have it with me.
Makes sense.
And I took off other stuff from a whole bunch of other people giving me stuff. If you notice, my arms is free. I had to. Yeah, I didn't need nothing but what I have, and my bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt so much free, right?
Yeah.
How do you see your jewelry as a part of preserving one's own, say, self-control? Because before you can get the healing, you got to learn how to control something about you. I'm serious. Some people.
Well.
Okay, first, just give your definition of what preserving means, and we'll go to that yet. What does preserving mean to Miss Divine?
It doesn't matter of my definition of preserving. It is the question that you are asking what the definition is, because that is the only way that I can answer this question. I mean, one would think preserving is like some strawberry preserves, right? Trying to make sure we can still eat it is preserved, like a canned product or something like that. I mean, that would be my obviously smart ass response. But if you have another definition, you gotta let me know because that's the only way I can make sure to answer the question properly.
No, that was the first real, because it's all, you know, me and you, is what's the first thing you thought of? The strawberries in the jar with a lid on it, and it's sitting on the shelf, and you can't go touch that probably until it get wintertime, because that was made over the summer.
I was supposed
Ooh,
to use
okay.
glasses being uh the copper.
Yes, it's the
I got
copper.
so many crystals around me, so much copper around me. So sometimes it's just like, and this is why this a lot of energy always around me. So self-control. Well, the funny thing about getting an energy read is that we're gonna find out what you need. And with the crystals, depending on the type of crystal that you get, um, sometimes some people will get something like a Super 7. Now we all know that Super 7 is a rare crystal and it's 7 crystals in one and it's very powerful and it's somewhere, right? For example, a Super 7 crystal will self-reveal a person to a person immediately. So when you start to notice uh, people with Super 7 kind of shy away or kind of disappear or something like that, it's because it's revealing to them. It is
Mhm.
telling them already what's going on. It's making them see themselves. It's a little different for I've noticed males and females. It's a little different in how it reacts with them, but it still does the same thing. So in time, I'm always telling people continue to wear your crystals, especially if you have something like a Super 7. Continue to wear your Super 7. Never not have a piece of Super 7 on. You know, always wear your Super 7, especially if it's like a necklace or something like that. So after a while, you start to notice a different kind of self control, or you will notice an extreme erratic opposite of self
Mhm.
control from a person. Um, and that's just revealing. And I'm gonna still tell you, keep wearing your Super 7 because it's just you're just revealing yourself. You need to be revealed as yourself when you wear the Super 7. The great thing is we all have a choice. You always have a choice to ascend if you've already pretty much gotten the knowledge that you need. Um, you would have that choice to continue to ascend. A lot of people don't. They don't want to deal with certain things. They don't want to have to deal with certain things, and so they remain in that lack of self control. So at that point, jewelry or not, there is no. You're not going to be preserved in that self control. That's something that honestly you itself, as that main crystal already in copper,
Mhm.
want to have to do. It's something even deep within yourself. You could be wildly out of control and within yourself, no, girl, you need to sit your ass down somewhere. And you can do better. This ain't working for us. You can choose to change. You can just you can just change. That's the beauty of it. You can just change. You can grow into what you really are supposed to be because you really acting. You're
Mhm.
not being yourself if you're doing something that's putting your whole spirit, mental, psychic, physic. Like we're more than just what we are. You know what I mean? Like we can interact with this stuff like it's a video game. So we're way more than what we are. And it's important for people to know and realize that. Now, sadly enough, a lot of people won't get it, but
It's okay if you don't get it. I feel it is. I don't know about Divine, but that's just me. I'm always like, it's
I
okay if
didn't.
you.
Yeah, I didn't agree.
Because I look at it, it's a choice that you choose to not allow yourself to open your
Yeah.
mind and shut your mouth up
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that you receive. But half of us don't know how to cuff our hands and receive. So you want something to just be given to you here, and you don't want to do no yard tilling. You don't want to go in and just the other day I had to change one of the plants into a new pot. So I got to go get some dirt. Last night I had to go spend time with my plants, turn my little sounds on right there and sit there with them. And I really enjoyed that. We listened to the guitar with AJ Gent, who gonna be on my show one day. And we're gonna go to ATL because he'll be in Georgia soon. And me and Divine go listen to this man play his guitar so I can figure out how to get him on my show. See? Because I believe long time ago, but now that I know, I can speak some and it can happen. But like you said, if you ain't ready to go clean up what you messed up and sweep around your own front door, then why you over here trying to put on Super 7 and 5 7s and any crystal? Because they gonna make you get you together. Because you want that. Your spirit desires
You
that.
want it. Right.
You gotta want it, which gonna allow your spirit to ascend. You ain't ascending nowhere. Your spirit is. You gonna be over here constantly having to do this thing. I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. You gotta turn into a big kid with this. I want this,
Right.
I want this. Help me, I want this. And the more that you keep saying with something that you want that's deep within you, it's gonna magically appear. Magically.
Mm-hmm.
Like music. Oh,
And I do, so in that sense, I guess it is okay because it doesn't have anything to do with necessarily me. I can only be responsible for what my mission is and what I'm supposed to do. So I'm just gonna do that. Now, if you don't care, you don't want to listen, you want to, whatever. That's yeah, that'll be okay, and it'll be on you. But for me, I have to do what I'm supposed to do. So
right. And that's where, for me, I'm the same way. I know what I got to do for me. The other day, I had to go sit in the grass. I ain't care if I just got off some work. I sure did. I had to go take my shoes and my socks off with my sweaty feet, and I had to go put them in the grass. The bees was coming around me. That was the first time, Divine. I didn't try to shoo away no bee. I was like, I understand now. The
Mhm.
the kid of you out. I was looking at the squirrel. I'm on the ground. I'm like, oh, I wanted the squirrel to come closer. So I get quieter. And he came a little closer. And I'm like, ew, because you can't touch or
Mhm.
get a squirrel. So I'm in the grass. I'm like, you're touching bugs. And any other time you would have a moment. I'm learning to love on areas that society has blinded me from who I am. I'm hugging trees more often. Yeah, I don't feel no type of way today. Okay, man, I'm gonna love on you. And what happens is the emotional attachment to whatever goes away. It goes away. I am so happy about this conversation today because it has just got me to where I don't care how hot it is. I'm finna go find some water and the trees and the grass. So so I can go get a little bit more grounded, get a little bit more positioned because it's gonna be cold here soon, you guys. Are you really preserving you, which is protecting? Divine, you heard you gonna mail me my stuff so I can continue to protect my hands and my ears and my eyes.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
What about preservation? preservation do you want to pass on to the audience and the next generation? Because you know this is on YouTube, so we do have children that watch. They auntie, they grandmama, they cousin. Okay, and people do need to know what preservation in the physical really looks like. So, what would you, Miss Divine Waters, like to share with the audience that you would want them to know about preservation? Something they need to put in a toolbox.
Well,
Get my note.
preservation is encoded in those who it needs to be encoded within. And if you feel yourself as someone that is a preserver of anything, time, information, crystals, remedies, anything, just preserve it. I mean, we need it for future generations. So that's just it. We need our storytellers and our herbalists and our people that talk about crystals and people that talk about this and that. And that's just perseverance for me, to preserve. So, uh, just absorb and hold on to it and use it for what you're supposed to use it for. I guess that's all I have to say about that.
Ain't no wrong or no right. She done spoke what she done spoke, and it is so. Because your thoughts matter, you matter, your voice matters. Your experience and your expertise is greatly, greatly appreciated because I have learned some more today also. I have. Each time that I talk with you and it deals with the crystals, I'm learning more. I'm so thankful that you did say, okay, I'm gonna do it. We have went 4 or 5 months when Divine supposed to have been on the show months ago, but she decided.
You know my business, okay?
I got this is my sister, and tomorrow is her solar return day that I am so excited for because 4 days, 3 days after her is my solar return day. It is season officially, you guys. So, baby, what? Let me tell you, I'm coming in hot, 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 hot. Baby, this is not that this season. This year, right here, we need to preserve our energy. Speak, stand, and walk and embrace your truth. And most importantly, you need to say yes to everything about you, from your fingernail to your toenail to your hair follicles to your eyebrows to your ashy airbrow. I don't care what you do, but to get into you, you gonna have to say yes to the places that only you know about. Don't nobody know the hurt that you possess and attached yourself to somebody else. Don't nobody know none of that stuff. And if you want help, Divine Waters, I wrote it down. I had it down for myself. Please share how the people can reach you and get their very own personal crystal. Because see, this is mine. This is my personal crystal because I be hot all the time. And I gotta balance my hotness. I gotta cool down. I gotta breathe a little bit. I gotta not be so fiery all the time. Thank you guys for being here. I gotta be able to where I can see clearly. I can walk and breathe and embrace in my power and who I am and in my character with confidence. And I can most definitely speak my truth and stand on it because I know who I am. Divine, thank you so much. Now, gonna get back to Divine so she can share how you can reach her. And just so y'all know, she ain't got no Facebook, okay?
We ain't gonna talk about that.
How we gonna these crystals?
Child. Okay, so on TikTok, obviously, now we don't know how long that's gonna last, so I finally got a website, y'all. It's Divine Waters, like my name, with a Z.com. It is my website. I own it. It's there. So you can contact me through there as well if you need to contact me for crystals, for custom works, for whatever's on there already, possibly now. Um, you can go to divinewaters.com. I'm also Divine Waters on Instagram. I don't do the other app that she was talking about. I mean, kind of, but not really, y'all. I don't know. We'll talk about that another time. But for now, it's definitely TikTok, Instagram, and my website. And that's how you can contact me. I love to talk to you. I offer energy readings, consultations about crystals, and I sell jewelry for crystals. Um, and yeah, that's how you can contact me. So, yeah. Or you can just talk to her if you need to contact me, forget all this. So there you go.
She ain't that easy, you guys, to contact. So divinewaters.com, most definitely. And you can go to the TikTok and find her most definitely there. Easily go message her. And if you're and check out the videos. It's videos of people that over here opening up boxes. That got me laughing and tickled.
Girl, here. Here's a mess.
So it was so
God.
if you've never experienced a crystal yourself, go on her TikTok, right? And just look at some of the videos of some of the other people that received their jewelry. Look at their faces. Look at the energy that's on them when they're like looking like big little kids. Like as if you just went to Toys R Us and got the toy that you've always wanted. I'd be like a big kid. I got my crystal. I got a crystal. Oh, I'm getting me some rings, you guys. And then soon I'm having some earrings with that. So when you understand what's happening to you, you'll dive right into the waters of where you're supposed to be. So, Miss Divine Waters, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for having the confidence to have her first interview the day before her solo return day and giving us the tips and tools that we need to really preserve our energy. Get you a crystal. That is definitely the first way to start. I have changed my attitude. I stopped being so fiery and seeing the situation outside of me. That's A. That was thanks to Sun Moon Sage, because I was always out of bounds. And I thought of basketball like out of bounds. Man, I'm way over here. Right. And I caught it. Then I had Divine telling me, gee, you just got an energy with you. You so on fire. All right. I fire. I discovered my Drew Barrymore fire starter self, and I had to learn how to calm me down. I learned how to balance my energy when I'm still learning because there's a practice in it. But most importantly, I learned how to start saying yes to everything about me. And I moved and relocated in the same sentence of all of this too. I walked away from some people who are your biological family members. And I tell my stuff, baby, I did. I had to walk away from my mama's house. I got in the shelter. So where I'm at right now is there, and I'm transitioning because I will be moving hopefully in a couple of months into my very own spot. And this is because I took a stand for Kiana. Oh God.
And yes, because you're starting to sweat a little bit over. Just calm down. We don't.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I did. I took a stand.
Well,
the crystals are amazing because I know, like, if I'm feeling like some, as I call it, some juju uju energy, I instantly be like, and I be like, time to go. Well, lippy lip, shoes tied, time to go. It speaks to you, speaks to you like you speaking to my heart. and you keep growing into the beautiful woman that you are. I love you. I value you. I respect you, and I appreciate every ounce of my divine waters.
Lord. Well, thank you for having me on the show, sis. And y'all dive, but watch out because the waters run deep.
Ooh, say yes to you, deuces.